It was there that Alpharazon the Golden, last king of Númenor, had landed and humbled the might of Sauron. Though great evil had come after, even the followers of Elendil remembered with pride the coming of the great host of Alpharazon out of the deeps of the sea. And on the highest hill of the headland above the haven, they had set a great white pillar as a monument. Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. Hey guys, welcome back. Today we discuss Númenor. Númenor is described as the greatest civilization of mankind, comparable to our mythological Atlantis. Their island paradise was a reward to the men of Middle-earth who chose to fight alongside the elves and the Valar against Morgoth, the principal source of evil in their world. It's said that the realm itself endured to the end of the Second Age, increasing in power and splendor. And during this time, the people grew in wisdom and joy, becoming great mariners and commanders of vast armies in the tradition of their ancestors. Physically, they were taller than average, regularly growing well over 6 feet and in some cases nearly 8 feet tall. They aged more slowly and had much longer lifespans, centuries longer than your average man. In short, they were the closest thing to elves among men. For these reasons, they were a force to be reckoned with. Now, if you've been watching The Rings of Power, however, you would perceive absolutely none of this. No part of their portrayal in the series as a people, as a society, does justice to the glory of Númenor or the strength of its men. And it's not hard to figure out why. In effort to elevate Galadriel as a warrior among them, rather than simply as a powerful elf, they had to practically erase the men from the story, or systematically diminish them to make way for their girl bosses. Queen Regent Muriel's father, for example, is lingering on his deathbed so that Pharazôn, who ultimately takes his place, can remain in a perpetual state of being a greedy politician, rather than the fearsome ruler he becomes, who leads the might of their military, not only against Sauron, but Valinor itself. Meanwhile, our would-be hero, Elendil, a direct descendant of their nation's very first king, is reduced to a self-deprecating soap opera dad of a witless son and an entirely made-up, yet wholly superior daughter, and the incompetent leader of a bland band of airhead teenagers who require the elves' help to teach them to use swords, apparently. In modern feminist tradition, all the men in the show are physically weak and emotionally emasculated. They're either that or bigoted, anti-immigrant for some reason, or just generally incompetent. This isn't Númenor. It isn't the kings of men. It's a projection of Hollywood's hatred of masculinity. And it's not doing the women any favors either. Make no mistake. Galadriel has been underpowered for the sake of making her more manly. And at the same time, she's been reduced to a petulant child whose unreasonable and childish approach to everything is presented as empowering solely because her toxic attitude is perceived by them to be how men behave. Rings of Power is an ever-cruel character assassination of Tolkien and the characters he carefully designed and the deeply meaningful stories he crafted for them. Amazon should be ashamed of what it's done to him, to those left in his family who respect his accomplishment and still care about his legacy, and to fans ever loyal to the truth of the world he created. But hey, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.